I see her. Oh, we are ready for y'all. Y'all ready for us?
Y'all ready for us?
They ready. They ready for us. Ah, ah. Are you listen? Are you ready for us?
Yeah, you ready for
Well,
my shenanigans?
Martin, I missed you last week. I missed you a whole lot. Martin, can you drop Eerie Frog's channel, please?
Oh,
Thank
Martin's good for
you.
that.
Okay, a new thing too with the moderators. I don't want you to drop everybody's link. Just man the ship and make sure everything's all right. I think I'm gonna change that up a little bit.
Oh, we're going down with the ship.
Dropping everybody's just who I say drop. You know what I mean?
We're going down with the ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna make your life really easy. Then you'll stick with me every time.
You know I'm here for you.
I know. If anybody on here don't know Eerie Frog, you better know him. You gonna get to
Hello,
know.
everybody.
They're scratching Pete. See,
Pete, what's up,
yep, time out with the Bud Files, Rim family.
bud?
Yep, Rim, I haven't forgotten about you.
I know Nicholas Family
Oh,
Adventures in here somewhere.
you know what? I got to fuss at you at Eerie Frog. I
What?
put something in your Instagram 2 days ago. You
You
need to
did?
check your Instagram.
I didn't get a notification.
Well, you better just go look. Hey, Jamia.
Jamia.
Hey, I'm gonna talk about you too, Jamie.
Uh-oh.
You and Eerie Frog and Annabelle,
Oh,
because that's where
our,
I met
our
him at.
little tadpoles, huh?
Yeah, we're babies. We're babies. I'm trying to see who else is in here. This is just so exciting. I tell you. So, Martin, can you just drop him every once in a while for me?
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah, once in a blue moon.
Don't drop me too hard, man.
Oh my goodness! Don't say that. Don't say.
Don't drop me too hard.
Don't.
I'm fragile.
Oh God! I tell you. I think I got this right. EERYFROG.
EERY.
And it's the dollar sign in front for the Cash App, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cash App. And
Every little bit helps. It goes
I,
towards my channel. So
yeah, we're gonna have that scroll across the bottom. And we're gonna add the banner.
did you see my pantry?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I answered it, but yeah, I'm adding Eerie Fog Cash App to it. It's just gonna be scrolling along on this. But he's not asking for anything. I'm just the one.
Singing a song side by side.
Okay, so was it was something else I wanted to talk about before we
Uh-oh.
started.
We getting down with the down
Everybody
and
is
dirty.
trouble.
The hard hitting questions now.
Okay, I got Eerie Frog here with me. And if
Hello,
you
everybody.
and hello, you heard him, didn't you?
Hello.
He is a big part of our family. I would just say the internet family. And we love him. And let me tell you, he does a lot of lives and he always got somebody to talk to. Or should I say, they come to him for therapy.
You guys are my therapy.
He come, well, we're going to change that around. We're going to show you how you are our therapy, honey.
Uh, y'all
I
gonna get me crying on here.
know I'm going to be crying too. Annabelle already cried one time. I don't need her to cry no more. And I'm sure Jamie will be crying and we'll have great freelance. How you doing, Shane? He'll be crying. He's a big crybaby. Y'all just haven't seen it yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. But I first met Eerie Frog on
Sorry,
Annabelle that I
it's a little
remember
hot.
because I can't remember you being on Tuba Chat at that
Yeah,
time.
I've always been in tuber chat.
Yeah, but I guess I never noticed you.
Of
But
course not. I hide in the back.
But honestly, it was a blessing in disguise for me. It really was, because Annabelle had asked me to come. I had just met her, and she asked me to come over to her channel, even though she can't remember who said what. But I ended over and I ended up meeting EERYFROG. And I kept looking and looking. And you know how you try to read somebody's face and you're like, I wonder what's behind that face, you know? And the reason I say that, Patrick is going to interview me in a couple of weeks, and might be next week. And he was saying, I always smiling, but he said he knows there's something else behind my face. And that smile. And that's so true. So I hope he don't have me crying. Because
He probably will.
there's always something behind this face. Hey,
Always.
Bayu Bingo. And Bayu Bingo, he's our new friend at Tuba Chat. So we
Hey,
just
you. How you doing?
Yeah, how you say it? Bayou?
Bayou.
Bayou.
Down on the bayou, you know. Hope I said it right.
So anyway, when I first met him, it was like, I want to get to know him a little bit better, is what I wanted to. And let me tell you, I learned a lot. And what we're going to talk about, well, first we're going to talk about good stuff. But then later on, we talk about, I'm going to try to keep it down to an hour. I'm not going to try to keep it too long. Time out with family. Hello. But when I start talking about some stuff, it's not because to feel sorry for him, but this was a part of my life. And I told EERYFROG today, because I never told anybody else, that I was there too. So you never know.
No, you never know.
I might look whatever, but I have had a life. Okay. So I hope Patrick is here to hear a little bit. Because I did. You powered through it, don't you, EERYFROG?
Oh, every day.
What comes your way.
Every day.
Hey, Trish. Well, no matter what comes your way, and I know as we discuss this, I know some of you are going to say, hey, I was there.
Yep.
You know, and I powered through it and I got through it. Okay, so first I want to say, you say we are your stress reliever, right?
Yep.
Okay, you said the doctor.
Well, you guys,
we're your
YouTube world here is my stress reliever.
We gonna all come and visit him one day. We're gonna be out there on that green lawn out there in front of your home.
See?
Yep, I know it's beautiful. Look at that, people. That is beautiful. I saw that today. That's what he looks at when he sits outside. Okay?
Which I am now.
I know, and it's beautiful. So, how did you get to come to YouTube? How did you come here?
How? Well, around February, my best friend Ted, Nicholas Family Adventure, check him out.
Okay.
He's in the chat too.
Okay.
He's like, why don't you start doing YouTube about, hotel living and stuff? So I was like, that sounds good. I started doing videos to do motivation, get motivated, which I have a tough time doing every day.
Yeah.
With depression.
Yeah.
So I started doing the Warhammer stuff, which is wargaming.
Okay.
And that's what I love to do, wargaming.
Yeah, because that's what I first seen you doing.
And then it turned into other stuff now.
Okay.
Expanded. So
what have you expanded to?
Basically, hotel living, the wargaming, the markets. I love doing the markets.
The markets. Him and his wife go to the markets.
I love doing the markets. Just basically day-to-day stuff.
Yeah. Now he always gets scared of that music too. I want to get.
Yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted.
That's how I do.
I want to grow in YouTube, not fall.
I don't like to be in the store that music. I don't know how y'all do it in the stores, and then you got to do a voiceover, is what it is.
Yep.
But
I'm trying to learn all that.
yeah, but what's so funny is I don't know if you say your doctor mentioned it to you one time. Did he
Yep.
mention? Yeah.
So my doctor said, if that's what you love to do and it helps you, keep doing
Mhm.
it. Don't
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah, don't stop. But I always say his doctor knew when he
Yep.
sent him here, he was helping us. He was not helping Eerie Frog. I could tell you that. He relieves our stress. And I know everybody in the chat. Oh, Dave's here, Adventure. And I know he relieves anybody's stress that have that's been in his chat. You know, and it don't matter what time he goes on, there's always his friends there.
Always.
I know. He just cuts it on. And here they come. They leave and they come. They leave and they come. And then they come back.
As
I
long as they keep coming back, you know.
I looked at your video today. And
Oh, I was upset yesterday.
no, we're gonna start. Okay, before we start that, no,
I
I want to
was
talk about.
I was a little ticked off about that one yesterday.
Okay, wait a minute. I want to talk about the good part first. We always talk about the good part.
Always.
Okay. You are special with so many people.
You're
Even
tired.
when you were talking about your problem, let me tell you what Miss
Oh.
Jamie has said.
I love what she said, man. I love it.
He was having problems with one of his neighbors. He did. He said something to his wife. What did that entail?
So he was coughing, and my wife told him, can you please cover your mouth? Because there's still COVID going around, of course.
Uh-huh.
And he told her basically to shut the F up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drop the F bomb.
Yeah, I know you're not. I know.
So he's lucky to be alive still.
Yeah.
But I let it go.
Yeah.
And I vented to YouTube world
Yeah.
about that.
Uh-huh.
And I was calm.
Mm-hmm.
He even walked by in the video.
Uh-huh.
I showed him on camera. So,
And that's what I always notice about you. And we all get angry,
oh
you
man,
know, but you always bring
I
some,
try not to show it.
yeah. But sometimes showing it and but at least you come out with something positive in the end.
Always.
Even I'm gonna
I
talk later
let it go.
on. We're not gonna talk about social services right now because I want to
Oh,
tell
that
you what
kind of ticked me
yeah,
off too.
but I'm gonna tell you what you said after the social services though. But I'm gonna go back to that part where I was talking about when you was talking about your wife. And Jamie has said one thing, she said, you are special.
Hmm.
And she said that she will grab a plane ticket and ride up there
That's
because
what she said
nobody
too.
mess
Yep.
with her people.
I laughed my ass off too.
And he mean it. And Annabelle will do it too. And I'll come.
Oh, I know
Okay.
Annabelle would do it too. I know all of you would.
She'll come in her little chair and they'll be calling the police on us.
Yeah, we're having a little problem with them, but
Well,
we survive it.
but I just wanted you to know you are so deeply loved. I wrote down some of the names that was on that day, and I just wrote down a few. And it's the Bud Files was on there.
Oh, Bud's always in. He's
Yeah,
everywhere. I
yeah,
love him.
yep. Jamie
Love
was
that family over there.
yep. Frank Short was there.
Yep.
And Frank Short, I haven't seen him forever.
Did you see when J Mac raided me?
Yeah, you told
I'm
me
like, what?
he
J
got
Mac.
raided, y'all. See that? Scratch and Peach, you got raided yet? And Betty, he talking about, do we need to pull up? And I am Betty Jake. Oh, I pull off my shoes and my earrings. They take off my hair too. So they ain't messing up my hair.
Oh man.
Black women in the hair. You ain't messing up my hair. Ain't life at the longest. But everybody that's coming in, I'm sure most of you do No Eerie Frog. It was Gathering Within was in
Hmm.
there, but it was a lot more people that
Yep.
was in there that day. Who do you see all the time when you come to your chat? Do you remember? Just right.
Red Dirt Productions, another good channel.
Uh-huh.
J Mac, he's a great supporter of me.
Oh, okay.
Um, he's got a good channel. J Mac Oregon,
Uh-huh.
great channel. Ted, Nicholas Family Adventure.
Okay.
Miss Betty J Gathers here.
Okay. You say I play it
Jamia,
safe there. He said I play it safe.
Jamia, you guys are the greatest. Martin, he comes in a lot too.
Yeah, Martin he's
And
phenomenal.
New Jersey Fisherman.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
And
you got yourself.
there's a lot more that comes in every day.
Yeah. The
Basically,
fisherman people.
I
Mm-hmm.
think they drop what they're doing and come see me.
I think they do because I try to
I swear.
I try to sometimes I miss you. And also the best part, he is part of the Tuba Chat family.
Mhm.
What about that? How did you
I,
find us on that? Because I can't remember how I even found Tuba Chat.
so when I started back in February, I was looking ways to grow my channel,
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh, okay.
Tuber Chat happened to be one of the searches that popped up. I'm
Okay.
like, oh, let me see what this is about. So ever since then, I've been part of that community, which
Uh-huh.
you guys have been great in there to me. You guys are the best. And then James Gipe, he's also another one that promotes channels.
Okay.
So
So you
and
got a lot. Uh-huh.
Stephen Batten, he's another one that does channels too.
Okay. Can you
I
think
think
of
I said his
anybody
name
else?
right. I listen to a lot of people that do it too.
No, he know more than us. I'm gonna start writing.
So
All
I was doing searches, man. I was like, how can I get my channel to grow fast?
right. And I know one time too that you had went to the doctor and you were saying you lost 60 pounds.
Hmm.
You was excited. So how did you do that?
Basically, when you go cheap, you can't really go healthy, but limit your portions.
Okay.
Um, we have a lot of canned goods, though. We do a
Hmm.
lot of vegetables more than meat.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Um, so we do a lot of that. We
Mm-hmm.
do the healthy living, sort of
Mm-hmm.
cheap
Mm-hmm.
wise.
Mm-hmm.
I did some videos on some stuff cooking. I know
Yeah,
you were. I was with you when she did the cornbread.
I know. And we wanted it.
It was good too.
I know she should have showed Jamie. Jamie's a great cook. she did.
She
She,
still owes me that carrot cake.
I know she did a cheese turtle cake. I got to see that video. It was a cheese turtle stuff. I didn't want to look at it because I was hungry. Hey, East. Hey, that's one of my friends too. A lot of friends I made running their playlists is a lot of people that I truly met and truly liked. So you know what? Can you turn your camera back and nice green
To the
area?
green,
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah, it's like he lives out, look like in the country with the grass, and that's his home.
Yep.
That look better than my yard. I'm sorry to say, you
Well, I
know,
don't have a yard, but
I consider it your yard of your home. Whenever I see that greenery, um, but I know what he's saying because he was saying that he started this because he wanted to let us know about hotel living.
yep.
Okay. And that interests me because I was telling him earlier that a lot of people don't know my backstory and I really don't talk about it. And the reason I really thought about it today, because Patrick, he's going to interview me in a couple of weeks, and he said he knows there is something else behind that smile. Because when you, what are you showing now?
I'm trying to show her artwork. It's a fairy.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's popped up there.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
She painted that. And we have some greenery up here in the window.
Okay.
We have a shamrock, tentacle plant,
Okay.
and a poinsettia.
Oh, poinsettia.
It's isn't known to grow in the summer.
Yeah, yeah. But that's why I say with the smile, that's what Patrick was saying. He said that he knows there's something else behind that smile. And he was going to dig deeper. And I tell you, you can dig as deep as you want. I'm an open book. But I just don't outly, talk about it. But when
I
I had
do.
my
I share
first,
I
go ahead.
share everything with you guys. So
I know you do. You said we're your stress reliever, and believe me, you relieve my stress more than you know. When it
I
when
hope so.
my first marriage, I got married like really young, and I had one child, and then I had a second child, and life got really hard. It got really hard, but you know what? I fought through it. I didn't even have money to wash clothes. I was big and pregnant, probably about 9 months, ready to deliver. I know somebody in that
Mm.
chat can feel this. I had to get over the tub and wash clothes. I
Oh
did.
yeah, I've been there, done that too.
Yeah, I had a fence what I threw my clothes over. Okay. So I've been there and I had been there for a while, but I'm telling you, I fought through it. And what I've learned is not working with poor pregnant women, sometimes they can't fight through it. They try. I always used to think, oh, you can make it because I made it.
Mhm.
It don't work that way.
No,
It don't. And I
you
used to
know,
think that I made it through. Why she can't make it through? I learned that some people just cannot do it.
it's
Okay.
true.
And really, Eerie Frog, you do better than some, you know?
I
So,
try.
yeah. Now, that's just a little piece. Let me tell you, being big and pregnant, didn't have the lights on. I was trying to move. The police pulled me over. And he felt so sorry for me because I didn't have my driver's license. He said, baby, I'm going to follow you home.
Well, see, that's good of them.
And I went and got my driver's license, and he said, baby, rest. I was so tired. And that's what I say. You don't forget the good people.
Mhm.
Even in the worst of situations, you really don't. But tell me a little bit about, before we get to the hotel life, tell me about the pantry food, because that pantry food looked good.
So, what was it? Yes, Monday.
Uh-huh.
Me and my friend, we went to the pantry and
Uh-huh.
we got all that stuff. The food pantry, they give out. You're only allowed to go twice a month, which I gotta find different pantries now because they didn't give us meat. But that's a different story.
Okay. Yeah.
But there's a place here called Lifestyles, and they help the needy that
Okay.
need stuff. They do have tons of stuff for them. They place them in homes if they don't have homes.
Mhm.
Me and the wife are actually on a waiting list. We've been waiting for almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Um, where we're at on the waiting list, I don't know for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's so many people now
Oh
that,
man, it's terrible.
yeah, it's really awful out there now. And I noticed too, the last time you went to the pantry, you were saying that it was supposed to be for a family of two.
Yep, and it was they did one, but that's okay.
I know. See,
We'll make
that's
it
how
work.
he knows.
We make it work. Yeah,
And that's why, yeah, because he was like, you know what? That's all right.
it's
We're
all
gonna
right.
make this work. Then you start talking about peanut butter and something sandwiches, something you was talking
Yeah, man. Peanut butter jelly. You never go hungry.
about.
Peanut butter and
I
jelly sandwich.
know, and that's what I say. You don't know It's so funny because really, when I really got up on my feet and I started writing grants and stuff,
Hmm.
and people just assumed that I had graduated college, and I never told them that I hadn't. It wasn't on my paper. But people always assume different
Oh yeah.
stuff about people. But you make it, like I say, my mom made us a fight up. I tell you, because it's
You can even ask my friend. I'm like this at work. I always smile. You
Uh-huh.
know, I was a customer service representative. My customers loved me. They love coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yeah.
like, "You're the brightest one in the bunch." I'm like,
Like, do
"I
you
try.
think so? Do you think
I try to brighten your day. As long as I can brighten somebody's day, I'm good."
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about hotel living, from washing dishes to
Whew, man, where do I start?
uh,
Hotel living. So family, when you have family, you don't need enemies because family is your enemy.
mm-hmm.
Um, so we got kicked out from a family member,
Okay.
and we ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
So our first thought was, we have we had a small refrigerator. We're like, oh Lord, how are we going to put food in this thing?
Yeah.
How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? We adapted though.
Mm-hmm.
So washing dishes, like I said in my videos, save every container that you get from like, takeout and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Or luckily we got a big fridge now. So we get butter bowls, we save them, wash
Okay.
them out in the sink
Okay.
and just reuse them.
Yeah. 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 So you have a microwave or what do you
hmm
how do you
So
cook?
we have a microwave. We started with the microwave and a waffle iron. That's how we started.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So she made me grilled cheese in the waffle iron. I'm
Okay.
laughing
That sounds
at
good
the shape.
though.
I'm laughing at the shape of this thing because I find little stuff funny.
Uh-huh.
But so that's how we started. And then the best invention we ever got was the air fryer oven. Not
Okay.
just
Yeah,
the
I heard you talk about that.
not just the regular air fryer, the air fryer
Uh-huh.
oven. Oh
Oh,
my
okay.
god.
Say, oh my God,
This
life
thing,
changed.
man, was that a game changer. So it's just like a regular oven. And it's air fries everything, so it's better for you. So they say.
Mhm.
Depends on what you cook, really. Some food you cook might not be better for you, but
Uh-huh. Yeah.
so
Well, I mean,
now we got an air fryer oven, we got the skillet, we got the crock pot, so we've adapted pretty well.
yeah, I learned you adapt. I know when I retired, I had to adapt to some stuff because you're used to spending a lot of money.
Oh
And
yeah,
um,
I
you
mean
know,
we
so
do
when
every
you
once in a blue moon we would order out.
uh-huh.
Once in a blue moon, it's just
Yeah.
like there's
Yeah,
not
because
many
you want
places,
something. It's
not
not
many places come out this way.
okay. Is it because of the area or because you're far out?
Far out. It's like so our closest city is like 3 miles though, but
Mhm.
there's certain stuff that won't come out here. They're like they say when we say where we live, we're like no delivery. Well, we're like, well,
Well,
we can't come to you.
yeah, your area isn't the only area, believe me. I say all areas are dangerous now.
Some
And when you had
it,
brought about washing dishes, I never thought about that. I'm like,
hmm
you have to do that strategically, I would think.
yep. So like, it's like every day.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And here I can throw stuff just in the dishwasher and I'm complaining. You know what I mean? It makes
me
you
and the wife, me and the
yeah,
wifey is the dishwasher.
yeah. I'm worried about
Oh, man.
that. So tell me a little bit about the people that stay there. Do you have any?
Oh,
But
man.
but before you get to them, do you have anybody there that you really like?
We used to. We used to.
Okay.
He he was right next door to us. He was a great guy.
Hmm.
He went a little postal though,
Oh, okay.
and he left. So we never heard from him again.
Okay. Okay. Now let's talk about the others.
There's too many.
Well, let's talk about one.
One in particular. I'm not gonna mention those two over there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, this one over here.
Okay.
So we got one over here. He sits outside a lot, and just
Hey, Tasha.
he'll just keep to himself. But then all of a sudden you hear him scream, cuss words, and you're like, oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
But he's harmless though. But trustworthy? No.
Okay. Okay. I get you. I got neighbors I don't trust on both sides. So
The other two though,
at a house.
the other two across from us
Yeah.
are lucky.
Mhm. If
They're
you,
lucky.
let's just say, if you right now got all the money you needed to do whatever you wanted to do, where would you move at?
Man, that's a tough question. I would move back to Pennsylvania actually.
Okay, why?
I love the mountainside. I love the beautiful Amish country we lived in.
Hmm.
We lived like right from a mountain.
Okay.
It was quiet, peaceful. Nobody bothered anybody. We had great neighbors.
Hmm.
But
So how would the house be?
how
Would it
big
be,
would the house be?
yeah, would it be a big house or would it be a small house? It's just you and your
It'd
wife.
be
You might want to
well.
get an extra room for company though.
Well, we were thinking because we have a friend. She's really close to us now. She's
Okay.
like our mom.
Okay. Must be me. They gonna take me, y'all. They taking me. They taking me.
But she's down on her luck too. She's about to be homeless again.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it wouldn't be a big house though, but it'd be probably 3 bedroom. I gotta
Okay.
have one for my YouTube studio.
Okay. Would you grow a garden, you think?
Little garden, of course.
Little garden.
My
What
wife,
about some chickens?
she's a nursery vendor, so we have to
Oh,
have a garden.
okay. Okay. Do you
That's
want to
where
raise some chickens and get you
where the
some
plants came
bread?
from.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
chickens? No, no, no. I'm not about the homestead. Oh Lord.
At the homestead, they work.
Oh man,
Homesteaders work.
I couldn't do it.
I know they get their milk and everything. They work hard.
Yes, they do.
Is what well
My
my
friend,
uh-huh.
my friend, she has chickens, and oh Lord, good Lord. Sorry, the two I were talking about earlier just came
Uh-huh.
outside.
Oh, okay. Now what was you saying about
Oh,
the chickens?
so my friend, she has chickens, and she does hard work with them every day. She's out there
Every
with them.
day. It's gotta be
Crack
clean.
of the morning, but
I
crack of dawn, so
know.
late at night.
I know. And she probably got other stuff, maybe she's got a little garden or she's
She
got,
does.
you
She
know,
has.
so
She believes in homegrown stuff.
mhm.
So she does all that.
Okay,
She
okay.
gives us eggs all the time.
Oh, yeah, I used to get fresh eggs, but then this guy got rid of his chickens. Now we have a rooster in our neighborhood. That thing crow all the time. I said that poor thing don't know when he's supposed to crow. It could be late at night.
There used to be a farm across the street. We would see the sheep escape
Oh,
and cross the highway.
okay.
I don't know how they made it.
What they say? Okay. If anybody got any questions they want to ask, you can, drop it down there, and I'll definitely see it. The
Yeah,
Nicholas
I can't see it.
family, yeah, the Nicholas family. Tasha has a mice. Okay,
Mice.
she's raising a mice because it's
Mice.
a little bitty baby, and then she got to feed it every 2 hours. I told her when that
Yeah.
thing grow up, it's gonna bite her.
Um. Not if you train it.
I
So
know that's what everybody say.
not if you train it. Mouse are actually pretty smart. So is
But it's
rats.
not
Rats are
gonna try to
smart.
get away. You're gonna have to
They're
crack
smart.
this thing gonna run away.
Mm, if you train them right, they'll
Right.
stick with you no matter what.
I'm thinking, it somebody not I'm sorry, a mouse. I'm a city
Yeah.
girl. I don't know the difference. I'm sorry,
I
it's a
was going to say it, but I didn't want to crack there.
oh, you should have told me. I don't know. Okay, a mouse.
Mice is more than one.
Oh, see that girl? He more educated than me. You hear him, Jamie? He
I
more
love
educated than
I
me.
love animals too. So
Annabelle talking about rats are smarter than dogs.
Yes, they are actually. They are smarter. So you can train a rat to do anything.
Okay, I heard you on your last live. You talked a little bit about social services. Tell me what happened with that.
Oh boy, man, we went in there. I was trying to get food stamps because you guys know I'm out of work.
Martin, you see it?
Food
Yeah.
stamps.
Okay.
So they weren't having it. I walked in. They're like, you just gotta fill this out and send it in. I'm like, what about just coming in?
Do my moderators see that? Are they getting deleted?
See what?
That is what's the word?
You got sexual stuff in there. Oh,
I know. Can anybody take it away or it won't go away? Look like
there's one of them.
okay.
That's bad man.
Huh?
Bad man. That's a bad man right there. If you can see him.
Let's see. Are they moving or are they just staying? Oh, she got it. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'm like looking like I saw him. He up there showing us some. Hey, Zalika Jaha Peace. Let me tell you, if she ever come on your page, she is not a creator, but she is, and she will help you through. I'm telling you, that is woo. Honey, she had to give me some words and get me straight at the beginning. If it's not meant for you, it ain't meant for you. And what's meant for you will be you will get it.
That's it.
Thank you, Tosh. Thank you so much, everybody, for taking that little mess out. But okay, let's get back to the social services. So what happened with that?
So I walked in and they're like, we can't help you. You guys fill out this form and send it in. I'm like, really? Okay. So I filled out the form, sent it in. They're like,
okay, now help you with what now? What was it? About
food stamps.
Food stamp. Okay, I got you.
So I'm like, I filled it out there, sent it in. They're like, now you gotta wait months before you hear anything. I'm like, months? Good Lord. I ain't got months.
So that was the essence of it, just
and they were mean. No, hi, how you doing today?
Oh, yeah,
how can I help you? Just mean.
Not thinking it could be their children one day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I tell people when they talk about people that live in hotels or live in the projects. That could be your child one day.
That's another thing. They're like, oh, we don't help people that live in a hotel. I'm like,
yeah,
seriously?
Isn't that something?
Because they're like, you're not really homeless.
Yeah, they'll go through the technicality.
Yeah, and I'm like, I can see that. But then again, when you need the help, where's the help? You know?
Yeah, I hear you. I know about that one too. I know I could know about being big and pregnant with my second child. I was a single parent, and you know how the whole world say they'll help you.
Oh yeah. Oh man, do they? They're like, oh, I'm here to help. Nope.
I call her. I never forget it. I called the Catholic organization. She was nice now. She said, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do for you.
There's one church 2 years ago that helped us, and I swear he must have been doing like 100 miles per hour to get here because the city that he was in is about 30 minutes away, right? I just got off the phone with him and texted the wifey. I said, all right, he's coming with some food. He's got a lot of food for us. He gets here in about 10 minutes. I'm like, dang, what are you doing? 100 miles per hour?
What was it, 30 miles?
Yeah, it's about 25 miles.
Oh, okay.
About 30 minutes away. And I'm like,
some people are really, really have a heart. They have a heart. They really do. I know one girl that delivered my groceries. She delivered twice. And let me tell you, she got a pretty body too. Woo! I'm a woman. That girl got a pretty body. And what she does, because I live in the poor neighborhood, and she said it's so sad when she goes to the houses and the kids are like just so happy. Grocery is coming. She said you can see the hunger, or sometimes an adult isn't there. So what she does now, she buys candy. So whatever house that has kids, she leaves the candy too. So I think, and sometimes she said even if they don't even give her a tip. So I said, next time she comes, I'm gonna make sure I have cash to give her, because that's what you do when you hear
Yeah.
somebody saying that. It's like, darn, when you
Yeah.
come by again, and I'm gonna help you out on that one. So there are people with big hearts out there. But what I liked at the end when you were talking about social services, and then you're like, oh well, they are good people.
Oh well. They help others, you know.
Oh well, they
Like,
good.
you know, I
You,
gotta hit the next one, you know. Gotta keep moving.
you didn't get your food stamps, I tell you.
No,
So did the trouble with your wife get rectified?
no.
Mm-hmm.
So
So you just
it,
have to. It's okay. I know she catch the bus to work. So do you
mm,
have? I know you're always watching. So would that be a problem with her going to the bus stop?
probably, probably now
Uh-huh.
because I probably have to ride the bus with her,
Oh no.
and I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm hoping it. I hope. Hey, Warmstrong, there go one of your people.
Warm, strong, yeah.
Warmstrong is one of
He's
Warmstrong.
awesome.
I know he's a cruise guy. He goes on
Yeah.
by himself. That's
I wonder
another.
if he's on his 28-day cruise, or
I know. He
I
going
want to see
on that.
videos of
I
it.
know. Salika said it depends on the caseworker. Some of them are very helpful. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
100% aren't.
I was on food stamps before, and our caseworker before, she was awesome.
Uh-huh.
She was nice, you know, but that was a different county. So since
Mm-hmm.
we moved to this county, it's
Mm-hmm.
been heck. I want to
Mm-hmm.
say the HELL word, but
Yeah, yeah.
y'all
And
know I'm not one for cussing on YouTube,
yeah,
but I
yeah.
cuss worse than a sailor.
Zalika said it depends on the caseworker. Some of them are very helpful. I love to share information. So for FYI, anyone who stays in a hotel past 30 days don't have to pay taxes on the room.
I never paid taxes.
Okay. Okay.
I've been here 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a
But
long time.
we're not going to even talk about the amount because we don't even need to talk. But I tell you, it's
Oh,
a
I've already said the amount.
and how much is
It's
the amount then? So
$350 a week.
350 a week. And you know what? And that's inexpensive compared to what other people pay.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's other rooms here
uh-huh.
that they want 400 for, and I'm like, geez,
I know.
they're the
I can
bigger rooms
only
though.
imagine if I had to pay what's that, 1,600 a month? Or more if it was
That's
even
a house payment.
yeah, more than a house payment. My house
Exactly.
payment wasn't never that. I know house payments are now. Of course, my house was, forever ago.
Well, you Florida's a little cheaper.
No, we went up. The
Y'all
apartment
went up.
is high. People are living together. They cannot afford to live by themselves
I
because if
swear they
you
can.
work a minimum wage
Let me
job,
tell you. So like we seen like apartments here for rent $2,200 a month,
yeah,
and that's not even in a nice neighborhood.
uh-huh.
I'm
And
like,
then you're
how do
gonna have
y'all
to pay
afford it?
lights. You're gonna have to pay lights. I don't know about water, but lights and
Yeah,
whatever.
all that.
Yeah, and if some
Yeah,
people and think if somebody have car, insurance,
yeah.
kids, all
It's like, how
added,
do you afford all that? Phew.
I know. I know.
What
But
you do for a living? I'm not doing.
because everything is going up, and I was telling my husband, yeah, it
Oh
hasn't
man,
affected us yet, but it will. If
yep.
it keeps
It's
going
crazy.
up, it's gonna affect us, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
So, and I don't see it going down anytime soon. Charlene said, "Hey, oh, I was thinking she was saying, hey." She said, "Hey, Martin," but I know she meant Erie Frog too. But
Hello, Charlene. Charlene Hill, right?
yep, you got her. She part of that tuba chat.
Yep.
Annabelle said, "You've been paying 1,400 for 5 years. That alone is proof you're a dependent renter." Yeah, but they want more money, Annabelle.
Yep.
And then if you don't have the credit, they don't want you. And then you got to think first and
And
last.
I definitely don't have the credit score.
Yeah, and then you the money you got the first month, just think it's 2,000. Then the last, that's 4,000 right there. Security deposit. We're talking about
Yeah, it's
5,000.
yep.
You will never be able to get up. That's what
Be down in the dumps.
I know. I'm telling you, I've lived it. Just so happened I never became homeless or really lived in a hotel, but
It's not really homeless though, but
no, you're not homeless. But what I'm saying, I never really became homeless without
there
it.
was a couple times that we thought we were going to be kicked out of here. So,
Okay.
but
Okay.
it's a whole nother story.
Yeah. So just say if you get behind a week, what happens?
Oh man, they're trying to kick you out.
Mm-hmm. So I've seen in one hotel where I know a girl stayed, and what they would do, they would lock the door so they couldn't
Yep,
get back in.
they put a boot on the door
Yeah.
so you can't get it back in.
Yep, I've seen that where they and where I seen, because I used to, like I say, work with pregnant girls, and they used to stay in hotels, and it was like a family, a community. I couldn't believe it. It was like kids playing, like they were home. It's just everybody, and that was a busy place too.
Oh man, this place gets busy on the weekends. That's about it.
Mhm. So do they rent like rooms, I guess, out for the night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that brings in more people.
Yep.
And yeah, that you don't even know, you
More
know.
crazies, you know.
Yeah. Believe me, I got
That's why I
crazy.
always say. That's what I always say. When you go to a hotel, you don't know if they're living there or not. Just be kind
Yeah.
and respectful. You know.
Did y'all
Um,
hear that? Be kind and respectful.
there was my younger days where I wasn't. I was a party crasher, you know.
Mhm.
But just be kind and respectful to people around because you don't know if they're living there or what they're going
Mhm.
through. You know.
Mhm. And that's what I said. Kay said, and she is beautiful. But she be eating all that food in that car, honey. I be wanting to go and visit her. Yeah, she would. And if you look at her, you wouldn't even think it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why, hey, look who we got, Tuba Chat.
Tuber, how you doing?
Yeah, we were just talking about you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the best of the best in our. I better not say that. Great Farmer. He said, "Well, how do you put on it? You can't use it." He's put a, he put the claim on that. That's his words. The best of the best. But we had the best of the best first in Tuba Chat. So, and like I said, I still don't know how I got there. I really don't. But that was the best thing.
I I just did a search on how to grow my channel and he came
Uh-huh.
up and
Okay.
ever since then I've been a fan.
Uh-huh. But I
Call me a
remember,
call me a fanboy, Kevin.
and then I
I
know I
love all you guys from Super Chat though. I love
yeah,
all you guys.
yeah, I end up,
Even in here, y'all are amazing.
yeah, yeah. And then I know when I first, before I started, I emailed him to ask him when they were meeting up. So I missed one because Mr. Kevin changed the time. Mm.
Uh oh.
You got catch him. I was like, you should have seen everybody. We missed. What you mean Kevin was on? We missed. We were like having a heart attack. When he came on, well, y'all better make him come back on again. That's what everybody kept saying. We forget Kevin is human.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, some people they'll be like, I know my favorite YouTuber. He'll be like, oh, I'm posting this, and then something happens, and people get mad at him when he don't post. It's like, you know, we're
Yeah.
all human. Something
I
happens.
know, but we do. We do. I was talking about because I love this girl, Arnell, and she hasn't posted for, and I have looked at all her playlists, and she has been on for years, but she was started once a week. Well, as she got more famous, now she may do it like once a month because she has so many sponsors. But it is, you grow to be like a part of their family,
Yeah,
so I missed her. I miss her. So
that's just like when Mama Rock came in my chat yesterday. I mean Monday. I'm like, holy crap! I know your son. I love your son. He's on YouTube. And Lou Rock. I'm like, I love him. And when she came in mine, I'm like all freaking out. I'm like, woo!
Hey, Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast. That's a good name.
I know. But you make sure you go over
You can call me Beast.
Yeah.
It's
Make sure
okay.
you go over to your Instagram though.
I will. I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Because normally I get notifications though, but I guess I haven't.
But you know what? Anybody in the chat was Instagram messing up with you today? Because I know it was for me in the messenger part. And it did that the weekend, and then it straightened itself up in about 24 hours. I will put stuff in there, then it disappears. Because I was trying to put your stuff in, and then it just disappeared in there.
I put this on Twitter myself.
Yeah, I did Twitter, and I did Instagram to make sure everybody kind of knew, because I wanted them to really know you, because he is our stress reliever. When he's in
Not me, no.
Yes,
y'all my stress reliever.
And one time I came in his chat, he was so busy. I'm like, do you see me? Do you see?
I was like, yes, I see you.
I was getting so hurt. Everybody said hi.
That's the day you said you were with me and Nora.
I know. Yeah, I was with two. All right, you could tell.
Me? And I'm like, yes, I'm trying to answer you. And I'm like, yes, Betty, yes.
I'm going to tell you a little secret. I'm confessing. You was on one night and some of your people was over it.
Oh, yeah. Because they're going to go to the one.
Who was over there? Because somebody in him was over there too.
I know they were. I don't mind. Spread the love to other people.
I said, let me tell Kevin, I confess I was there. Oh God. And I know Pete wasn't there because he'd be right on Tuba Chat. That's he is fantastic on there. And
Pete, I'm waiting for you to win the $1 million so you can share.
We always, you know what? Soon as he scratched that ticket off.
Oh man.
That Tuesday at 12:50.
And then you went live late night the other night. I'm like, what?
I know. Did you come on?
I didn't. I fell asleep.
Oh.
I had to catch it the next day.
No, what happened? I had an interview, and I say, shoot, I got on all this makeup and nowhere to go. I'm going live. And we stayed on there for 2 hours.
I saw, man.
And then I wanted to leave, and they're like, no, I'm like, I'm sleepy.
I love when they come in as soon as you're leaving, though. I love it. I'm like, oh, man.
I'm like, y'all got to find somewhere else to go. Y'all go over to Tay. She be a real late. Her lives are phenomenal. I love Tay's. I love Nora's. And also Hilda. I learned a lot about Hilda and hers late at night.
I've been in Hilda's before.
I love Hilda's late.
I was in the background, Hilda. I was just listening.
and then Tay, what was it? She was like, Tay and Hilda was on the set. Hilda was over at Tay. Child. And Annabelle was on that too. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, Annabelle, I'm telling.
Uh-oh. 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm sleeping.
Baby, you know I ain't telling about yours.
Oh, I love her late night chat.
Let's not go. We'll all get in trouble. Okay. We done been on here about 54 minutes, and I said I knew we were going to go for an hour. Now I'm going to ask you the hardest question.
I'm ready.
Hardest question. Okay, I did a video. It was about looking into the mirror. And how I say when I gain weight, how I avoid the mirror. I don't do it now. I really don't now, but it's just now. I'm 60-some years old. And I would avoid the mirror. If I saw you somewhere and I saw you before you saw me, I'll go in another aisle. It was bad. It was it was, and I'm not the only woman that does that though. I'm not the
Actually,
only.
a lot of women do that.
Yeah, you hide. Like I don't know what you're hiding for. You know you done ate all that food. What you I used to
I
try
can't hide.
I used to try to hide it in the garbage so my husband wouldn't see it. Well, why I'm hiding it in the garbage and I'm getting fat? Okay.
There's nowhere for me to hide.
Now this question really did bring tears to my eyes, how you answered it. And it's like, what do you see when you look
What
in
do
the
I see?
mirror?
I see a fat, ugly old man.
Did y'all hear him? Jamie, did you hear him?
That's what I see.
Annabelle, tears done came down her face.
This is what I see.
Okay. Annabelle said it took her a while to really. She
I
said,
don't even look in mirrors no more.
"You're not ugly. Why do we do that to ourselves, you think? Did
Maybe
somebody call you ugly, you think, earlier? Because people used to
well,
tell me in my
I've
young
been
days I was ugly because my sister was so cuter than me. So, that
so they
affects.
went after your sister than you, right?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it wasn't in my home they did that, but outside my home.
right. So
And I
me,
think, yeah,
I've
go
been a
ahead.
big guy all my life.
Yeah.
Um, ever since I can remember.
But
But I
women
used
love big guys.
not all of them.
Yeah, but a lot of them do.
and I've been told I'm ugly, you know, never going to get anything out of no woman.
Mm-hmm.
I've been called every name in the book. So if you try to harm me on here, you're not doing it. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
already heard everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
Well,
tell
I
my
hear men
haters that
talk
too. I'm
about
like, all
you.
my haters, if you
Mm-hmm.
try and insult me, you can't. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I've heard it all.
Yeah.
Um, I've even had people at work, criticize me for my weight.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, nothing came of it though.
Yeah.
Just went on my daily routine. And Ted
Yeah.
can back me up on that. He knows
Mhm.
who they are,
Yeah.
and I've been big guys. So
Jamie say she love big guys. I know Jamie. Jamie, we
plus, see
want
all
a little
this,
listen, we
all
want
this
a little
gray.
meat on our
See
bones.
all that gray right there.
You put yourself apart now, but women do love from the heart. Yeah, I think men are more visual. They got to
Not
see.
me. Like I know y'all saw her a couple times on video.
Yeah,
Don't
we're
tell
not
her,
gonna tell.
but
Okay.
she's not, no skinny mini either. But I love her
Mhm.
to death. I would not have her change her ways at all.
Mhm. Yeah. And Annabelle, that's so true. We hold ourselves to what society tell us what is beautiful.
Exactly.
We really, we really do. We hold.
And
Mhm.
most of it's, hurtful. It does
Mhm.
hit the soul
Yeah,
sometimes.
it hurt.
Um, but I've had guys come up to me wanting to kick my ass. Oh,
Mhm.
said the E
Mhm.
word.
Mhm.
But
Mhm. It
because
hurt.
they think they can take me, but I proved them wrong.
Yeah. Because, and the one guy that used to tell me I was ugly, then I got about 18. I guess I blossomed out. He said, you know what? You was an ugly little thing growing up. How do you think that made me feel at 18?
How rude is that, man?
I'm like, huh? And I took that with me for a long time because
Oh
my
yeah,
sister, she
it's hurtful.
automatically, and you know what? I wish I had that picture to show you. I was not even fat. They used to call me fat, and my sister was thin. But if you get the picture of my sister, she
That's
was
what I hate, man. When
she
they
was
call,
underweight. She was
you know what,
underweight.
when
I
they
was
have the
kind of
underweight people and they call them fat, I
all
hate that.
I was I was the size I should have been, and she was underweight.
But I get
So,
criticized wherever I go. Still,
uh-huh.
people still look at
Yeah,
me funny.
yeah. And it is. So tell me,
Even the crazy over there.
when you look in the mirror now,
I still don't.
Well, I think what you need to do, you need to continue looking. Just go in the morning and say,
Quick comb of the hair, put in a
yeah, I know
ponytail,
what you're saying. I love your ponytail, though. I mean,
and then that's it.
I love a man with a ponytail.
A man bun.
My husband had a ponytail till he got
See,
older.
I still have one.
I know. My husband, look at I'm getting hot, y'all. Oh, my husband had a ponytail.
Man,
Woo!
you got the high pitched voice now.
Yeah, child, my husband had. And I like too. I was at Charlene one time. I think she also mentioned about how society set us up not to really love ourselves.
It's true. I mean,
really, I'm probably not saying exactly what she said. Charlene, you want to give me some words of wisdom and write it down so I can say it on here before we leave, please? Because she has a way.
Oh, we ain't going nowhere anytime soon.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
No, we're not. We're going to stay right here.
Annabelle, some men don't have enough hair. Wandering hippie, he has a ponytail. He was talking about he ugly too. And he gonna beat up people. They're talking about he got a ponytail. Yeah, children can be cruel.
Oh man, children are like little alcoholics, as my favorite comedian says.
Yeah, they are. They are worse, but
they tell the truth.
Yeah, they do. They tell the truth. Because I have a friend, really, Charlene, you remind me of a friend, Angela. It's just some people could just put it right. The words, I cannot get that right. I can think it, but sometimes I can't, voice it out. But what he gonna start doing, y'all? He gonna start looking in that mirror.
Nah, this is my mirror right here.
When you're alone and at times and but I think I asked all the questions I really wanted because I didn't want to keep you on here forever.
Oh, keep me on forever. It's all right.
Nah, everybody's got some dinner to cook and
not me. Not yet. It's not dinner time yet.
But this is what he does. He sits outside, but they have air conditioning.
Actually, on the ground. On the ground.
Yeah.
Looking at this beautiful view.
I tell you. Do you have a post office box? No?
I do not.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was going to ask you that. But you go over to Instagram, though, because I had left that. And people, please check y'all Instagrams, because a lot of people don't check them like they should.
Like me.
Okay, Jamie says she's on a call.
Oh.
But it has
But it's not with me.
I know. We don't have your phone number, okay? And when I call, y'all want to make sure the wife can hear us talk. She don't know me. I could be.
Oh, she loves y'all to death.
Yeah, but tell her
she don't know. She don't know y'all, but she still loves y'all.
She old enough to be my mama. I might have to pull off the makeup, but old enough to be. Oh, and you know what? I was waiting for Weightlifting Geek. He didn't stop by. Okay, there will be some words from Charlene. We have been programmed as to what beauty or ugly is. It's about perception. That is so true, based on the mindset that we were born into. Thank you. I got to read that again. We've been programmed as to what beauty is and ugly is. Even with the hair, it's true. And all about perception based on the mindset that, I'm going to have to remember those words.
Those are some good words.
Thanks, Trish. I know, And then Warmstrong says, don't worry. Where is it? I hit the wrong thing. Don't worry about what people think.
I never do now.
Flaws and whatever. Well, you need to be looking in that mirror and liking yourself.
I'll come to accept my ugliness. I'm at one with my ugliness, I should say.
Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. We should look deeper and recognize it's all a perception based on a certain standard. And Armstrong, he's a man. He says, don't worry about what people think. You can always find flaws with everyone. Some of what people would call pretty or handsome are the ugliest people on the inside.
Yep.
They are. They are. And I tell you, the more older I get, the more. And it's not about you. It's really about them.
Yeah. I'm come to realize that people are jealous of what I have. So
yeah, and not jealous. They're just ugly on the inside. They're
they're
just
just
ugly.
jealous.
And some, hey, but you know what?
They're
Sometimes,
jealous of my happiness. And let me explain this one.
go ahead.
This one time I was working customer service desk, and one guy, he normally comes in like every day, and he comes in here. Why you always smiling? I was like, smile, and the world smiles with you, man. I can't be miserable. He kind of didn't like that too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Because somebody told me one time I laugh too much. So
Never. Laughter is the
but
best
I'm just
medicine.
saying, if somebody could find anything, I took that down. I meant to leave it up.
You did it again.
I know. Look deeper and recognize it's all perception based on certain. I love that. I do. I truly do love those words because it's all perception. One thing you see, I don't even see it that way. You would think sometimes I'm mad about something and I ain't mad about it. I just done forgot it. You know what I mean? So, and Jamie would say laughing is the best medicine. Hey, Emily.
Yep.
Emily
Patch Adams, I've said it best. Laughter is the best medicine.
It is. It is. And I'm so glad Trish the Natural joined our family. Trish, you only did one video on a wig. When I first saw that, I ran to that one. But I do take good care of my hair underneath. So Lika say I was told I was too pleasant. See, I'm like, people are just.
You were too pleasant.
They have to have something to say, is what it is. So
that's it.
And like I say, I'm 66 and it has never changed. We always say things have changed.
What's your secret?
The same.
You look good for 66. What's your secret?
I think I just lived a good life and good makeup. Good makeup. I just wanted the quality, and that's what I want for younger women. Honestly, I want them to have the quality at 35. I always tell women, y'all right at that top of the mountain. You ain't over it, but you're at the top. And this is the time you need to be living your best life. Your best. I was too busy with kids. I was too busy with work. And before I knew it, look at me.
Yeah.
60 some years old. Where did the years go? So I'm telling women 35 and up, or even 25, when you first start having a family, or even before that, enjoy your life now. Don't let everybody suck your life out of you. Because that's what happens. Everybody, you can have a great husband, you can have a great spouse, you can have a great partner. You need to take care of yourself. You really do. A good woman told me that. She said, you have a great husband, but you still need to take care of yourself. Okay. Yep. And that's even when you go to the doctor. Lord, I done got on a spill. But anyway, when you go to the doctor, I'm going to leave this one alone. You need to question your doctor. Just don't do everything they say.
Yeah, sometimes I do question my doctor.
Yeah.
Especially when they're like,
I know we need doctors. Okay,
she's like, you need this pill for this. I was like, but I don't have that. So why do I need that pill?
But you do. You need to, I tell women you run your mouth all the time anyway. Then when you get in the doctor office, you clam up.
That's it.
Yeah, you need to talk to them. And if they don't do what you want, then you need to fire them and you need to proceed on.
That's it.
Because when you get about 30 something, that's when it seems like all the problems start.
There you go.
You got the fibroids growing. You got, it's just so much they offer you at that time that you really need to examine and educate yourself and know your body. Know it. Okay. Trisha Natural say, hey, I still work full time. I'm trying to get where you are able to walk away from corporate. I know, but you can still live your life now.
It's a
That's
hard work, trust me.
yeah. But what I'm saying is in the now, because if you're worried about the future, how far do you know we're gonna get in the future? Do you know how many people making in the old folks club? Is what I tell everybody. Everybody call me old because
Girl, if I'm making an old folks home, it's gonna be a party.
yeah. But you wanna, yep. And Charlene, like she said, all we have is now. That's
Yep.
all we got. And I wish I would have known that at 35. And I would, Charlene, I would grasp it, then I would lose it. Okay. And
Oh
that's
yeah.
the problem with me. I would get it, then I would forget it. And then I'll get myself back in trouble again. So I get it now. It's all about them and it's not about you.
That's right.
Yeah, it's hey Johnny Small Pepper, how you doing? Yeah, I got 20 people in here. But
Well,
anybody
wow.
else want to ask a question or
Welcome to Airy Frog's life.
said I'm 60 and I told my doctor I don't take medicine, so don't waste your time pulling out your prescription pad.
I told my doctor that too, and she looked at me and says, I don't know about that. I want you to live 80 more years. I told her, I don't know about that.
And Zalika, I wish more women would do that because what happens is it gives other women a voice because they're scared to tell their doctor because they think of the doctor as being above them. And I always people, when you go in a doctor office, before you take off your clothes, you sit down and you say, I want to talk to you first, because when you take off your clothes, you already put yourself
nervous.
Yeah.
You're already nervous. That's any person though.
Yeah. So
like me, when I go to the emergency room, I tell them straight up, I'm like, look, I have high blood pressure and I have white coat syndrome. So that blood pressure is going to be sky high.
Okay, Charlene said, okay, go ahead and talk about that. I'm going to ask you this question. Yeah, I want to say another thing about that blood pressure. Okay, go ahead.
That's good. Blood pressure. You know how much sodium's in everything, right? Watching sodium for your salt intake is hard.
Thanks,
but
Johnny.
you get used to it after a while. I've been living with it for about almost 10 years now. And high blood pressure is something I can't shake because it runs in my family. My grandmother had it. My dad.
Blood pressure home though?
Yes. Take it home? I have a low cuff. I check it every day, every morning.
Soon as you get up?
Yep. As soon as I get up. I have to wait for a few minutes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let my eyes readjust. But put that cuff on and look at the numbers and go, okay, I can do this today.
And just because too it runs in your family don't mean, some things are, genetic. I'm not crazy. You know what I mean?
They saying the high blood pressure is genetic and the diabetes is genetic. I beat diabetes though.
You see there? So it isn't type 2 diabetes, y'all. Y'all know. Now y'all know that enough. You don't even have to have that if you change that eat and get that weight off.
Change your diet. You can still eat what you love, but smaller portions.
Yeah, smaller portions, and have them send you to a nutritionist if you don't know how to eat right.
Oh man, I was sent to a schooling on how to do it. They're like, you want to teach the class since you know so much? Because I researched everything, and they're like, you want to teach? And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Sometimes I see you, Charlene. You keep going, girl. But and
I can't see the chat though.
I'm the type that when I go to the doctor's office, my blood pressure just shoots up. I got
that's called white coat syndrome.
I have that. So just think, if I didn't know that, then what would have happened? They would have just started me on some meds. Okay.
That is the term, because they still don't wear a white coat though. I don't know why they call it white coat syndrome, but they call it that because when you see a doctor or a nurse, your blood pressure shoo.
Yeah. So that's why you should be doing them blood pressures at home. And then
Hmm.
what you do is you take that same cuff that you do home to the doctor office to
Yep,
see if you're getting the same readings.
that's it.
Okay.
And the one time they scared me. They're funny. They're funny about things. The nurse was taking my blood pressure, and she's like, "I don't like it when it's like this." I'm like, "What? What's it like? What's going on?" I'm freaking out. And she goes, "It was 140 over 80, or," and she's like, "That's normal for you." I'm like, "You just scared the heck out of me."
Because they just changed it some years ago, 120 over 70 or 120 over 80.
Yeah, so it's
And
like
I told them,
140
I'm
over 80.
20 years old. Why you want me to have the same blood pressure? I'm 20 years old. And 140 used to be, fine. They didn't want to
Yeah.
go to 120. Charlene asked something interesting. What sparks your interest? What do you like to do besides YouTube? I think we talked about it a little more. I know you said you
So
like to go to the market.
the
Okay.
market, I like the Warhammer. I do that
Yeah.
on
Tell
Saturday
us a little
sometimes.
bit about what that is.
So Warhammer is like taking army men and you battle each other, but you have to first put them together. Okay, come in little pieces, real tiny pieces, and it's a
Okay.
pain. And I wish I had a set out here for you, but
Mhm.
they're a pain in the butt to put together. Then you got to paint them. You
Mhm.
don't have to paint them, but if you want your army fully succeed and look good,
Mhm.
painting them I don't mind.
Mhm.
Then you battle them with dice. So
Mhm.
it's all about the roll of the dice.
Mhm.
You get measurements, you get rules, you get all this stuff for it,
Mhm.
what they can shoot, what they can't shoot.
Mhm.
So it's basically just like army men with dice.
Mhm.
And it's real fun. I love enjoying it. It is expensive hobby.
Mhm.
It's a very expensive hobby.
Mhm.
But I do have like a couple armies here that I still need to put together.
Mhm.
Motivation.
Mhm.
But
And Charlene says too that she's doing a series on high blood pressure. So
yeah,
that might be something, good. But I do know you enjoy doing that. And do you also do the videos on them? And then you're learning to edit too.
yeah, see, I'm learning to edit.
Yeah, you're learning to edit, y'all.
I did like 3 or 4 videos all in one shot, so that was pretty good. That was pretty cool. I loved it.
Uh-huh.
I love my video games, of course. Who doesn't? I
Yeah.
also like paranormal, of course.
Yeah. I like
Paranormal something.
when hell that I'm going to old houses.
Yep,
I don't like to dig down deep in that stuff, like reading palms. You can't read my palm.
reading palms. I never got into.
No, I'm
Um,
not gonna get into it. I don't want you to read.
mediums.
No.
I don't want mediums because my story is my story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to know leave me alone. Just let whatever gonna happen.
But
Then I be worried about something and then it don't even happen.
like if you hear something, you might scream and run away. But I'm used to it. I've been doing it since I was 13 years old,
Yeah. And
and here I am now, 44.
yeah. Zalika say most of the time it's their electric blood pressure cup have to use the old. Yep, they have to use that old one.
So
They have two.
that's when they suck the life out of your arm.
Oh, they have to use two different sizes too, because
Pretty
they
much,
have the
yeah.
larger one and then the lady they didn't even have the smaller one around. She talking about I use the larger one. I said that's not gonna measure it right.
So one time they left. I was in the ER overnight.
Uh-huh.
That's a long story.
Yeah.
But they left it on too long, and my hand was starting to turn purple. I'm like, could you please put it on the other arm? Phew. I can't breathe in this hand, man.
And Charlene said, don't disempower yourself by saying you can shake it. You can and will if you want to. Yeah,
That's right.
those are so yeah.
So my goal is I got a long period of time before I hit my personal goal.
Uh-huh.
I want to be like 200. So
Yeah.
it's a long road.
No, yeah, well, take it a little slice of the pie at a time.
That's it. So 60 pounds from November till now. That's pretty good for me.
So don't go live with Jamie. Don't go
Although
live. Don't go live with Jamie.
I still want that carrot cake.
Oh, she got a better one. You need to see her newest video. But yeah, she'll be done. She be done made all us.
Even wifey's like, where can I get that carrot cake?
I know. I know. It's something. It was a cheesecake, turtle cake, something. But yeah, a little bit at a time. It is because if you look at
Yeah,
the whole thing,
it's a long road.
yeah, because then you'll be thinking about them slicing on your stomach to make your stomach smaller, and the only thing
That's
it's gonna do is
see,
make. Mm-hmm.
that's another thing. They asked me if I wanted that, and I said no because my mom, she went through it, and she had complications. She
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of complications. Now we're talking about years ago, though. Technology's changed, but that stuck with me for a
Mm-hmm.
long time, and
Mm-hmm.
it's still sticking with me. So it's like I don't want them same complications.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, some of that stuff do stick with us.
so instead of the nip and tuck, all that crap,
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
do it the old natural way.
And it'll come off. I was surprised. My one doctor office I went to, if your BMI was 30, now 25 is normal, they would do one.
Mm.
I couldn't believe it. A
So
30 BMI, and you gonna make somebody's stomach small?
that's just like I did have a heart attack at like 33 or 34, one of
Uh-huh.
those. Early age, I know it's early. It was
Yeah.
stress. A lot of stress was
Yeah.
hitting upon me,
Do it. Mm-hmm.
and I went to the ER. They sent me home. They're like, "Well, you shouldn't be working." I'm like, "Okay." I was still working after that,
Uh-huh.
but it's like now I go to a heart doctor, and he tells me, "Oh, you got to go to DC to the real specialist." I'm like, "Well, dude, I don't have a way there. Buses don't go that far." So I'm like, "You're SOL," and he's like, "I still need you to go to DC." I'm like, "I can't get to DC, dude."
Yeah. He needs to make a way for you is what he needs.
Exactly,
And then you're gonna need some spending money.
exactly.
Oh, it's just, but it really has. And I'm so glad everybody showed up. I just wanted you to know a little bit about my friend who I grew to love.
Thank
And
you, everybody, for listening to my stories.
yeah, I'm gonna have
This
to
is
go
me.
one day. He gonna come on and say, honey, I'm in a house bedding now and all that good stuff. And because life can change in an instant.
Oh yeah, you never know. Like I got another story. I almost died once.
Mm-hmm.
It really scared the heck out of me. That's when I
Uh-huh.
first found out I had high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So I bled out through my nose. I broke
Yeah,
a blood
yeah.
vessel in my nose.
My
So I
sister.
was bleeding, bleeding, bleeding.
Yeah.
Went to the doctor and the hospital, and they're like, nobody's died from a nosebleed.
Mm-hmm.
So after all of it's gone down my stomach now, now I'm puking it back up.
Yeah.
I go back to the hospital, and as soon as they're going to put an IV in me, I looked at the nurse and I said, dude, I'm going to pass out. And sure enough, I passed out.
Pass out.
The wifey said I went into a seizure. My
Mm-hmm.
blood pressure was
Yeah.
40 over 80.
Uh-huh. So it
Uh, I
oh
was
boy.
I was pronounced dead for about 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, well, we're going to put the Palatines on him and wake him back up. But I heard my mom's voice, and she's
Mm-hmm.
been dead 6 years prior to that. Tell me
Uh-huh.
it's not my time yet.
Yeah.
Something,
Yeah. Yeah. And
but
some people don't believe that, but I definitely believe in that
their
part. I believe
their jaws have dropped. They're like, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, can I have some water? They're like, no, you can't have water. I'm like, why not, man? I don't know what just happened.
Yeah.
I just wanted water.
Okay, Jamie is turtle cheesecake.
Mm, mm.
Turtle.
Where's mine?
I know. I'm not gonna ever visit her. I'm never gonna visit Hard Tay Eats or what's the other one? Little bites. I'm calling them little bites. Cake bites. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't
The
never
cake pops.
Yep. Charlene, are you vegetarian? are vegan. I don't know why. Zalika, do you eat meat? I was a vegan for a while, for a couple of years.
My grandmother, she was vegan, and she really just recently passed from COVID.
Uh-huh.
But she lived to be like 99,
Mm-hmm.
and she was vegan all her life.
Yeah. It's getting that stress off you too. That stress is I say my mom, she had cancer, but I still say stress killed her. You
Yeah,
know, she was in
stress
mm-hmm,
stress can kill anybody though. Actually, I
mm-hmm,
was young and I had a heart attack. I'm like, man, they're like, oh, you're young still. You can still
mm-hmm,
do this.
mm-hmm.
I'm like, I can't do what I used to do anymore.
Mhm. Okay, Zalika says she's a vegetarian. Um, but yeah, but I was a vegan one time. That's a lot of work. That was a lot of work. I used to make my own ricotta cheese. I did it all. My own
So,
ricotta cheese out of it was like no, out of tofu. I think it was tofu. I used to do it all.
so
Like
what you should try is cabbage steaks. Now, for those who don't know in the chat, and Miss Betty,
uh-huh.
so
Okay.
cabbage steak is where you take the cabbage and you slice it like a round
Matthew
shape,
is here. Uh-huh.
and you put it in the oven with your favorite seasoning, a little bit of oil, your favorite
Mhm.
seasoning, which I do salt-free seasoning. Do McCormick or Mrs. Dash is the best for me.
Okay.
Herb and
Listen,
garlic,
go ahead.
herb and garlic Mrs. Dash, man, is the
Uh-huh.
best.
Woo,
Oh,
I bet. That
but I
sounds. You use
salt-free.
green cabbage or red cabbage?
Any cabbage you can do it with,
Okay.
so it is
I
pretty
love
good,
red cabbage.
and
I bet.
I love it. She's
That
we
sounds.
gotta make it again. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. My Matthew is here, laced up. He is, oh my God, he's me. He's a female version of me. He is all over the place. We were on a 24-hour live, and Matthew's just dancing. All of us stay up so he ain't go to sleep.
That'd
So
be me.
that sounds delicious. Yeah,
I have a lot of,
I
you
have
know,
really gotten away from my real healthy eating, and I need to really. But we still at my house, we still eat more than the typical American vegetables. We really do.
right.
Okay. So, but I can that in between, I really need to clean that up like now because you really want to stay healthy because
Oh
anything can
yeah.
change like a drop of a hat is
Like
what it is.
when I cut out a lot of salt and more salt than what they told me to cut out. I cut it out myself.
Okay.
Like mashed potatoes, no salt.
Mhm.
Make your own.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do the I do the
It can
milk,
be done. It can
but
be.
everything still has sodium, but it's not a lot.
Hmm. Yeah. Trisha Natural say, I love cabbage steaks. I'm gonna have to
Oh
try
man,
that.
I love me some cabbage steak.
Y'all gonna be gonna put some
If
doggone
I can
cabbage.
just get some
All
cabbage, I would
right.
do a video.
All right, Trish, I'm coming for you. I eat them cabbage steaks
I
and
love me some cabbage steak, man. Oh,
hi, Cynthia. She has white coat too syndrome. Yeah, I definitely have it when I go. And I be trying to calm myself
I
down.
have white coat syndrome a lot.
You should see me. I know they be like, she gonna hyperventilate. I be trying to breathe before they put it on me.
Now, another thing the doctors do that I don't like is when you know how you take the long walk back to the office with them, and they're like, "Sit here," and
Uh-huh.
then they come in and do your vitals.
Uh-huh.
That's too soon.
Uh-huh.
So I read you have to be sitting for at least 15 to 20 minutes
Uh-huh.
before they do that. So that can also spike it up. So quick tip for you guys.
I tell you, laced up. I'm saying I'm gonna have to bring you coming on because he is hilarious. He will have you rolling. Oh my God. And we found out how many kids he got. We really got hilarious. We see why he be moving around.
You know it.
Yeah,
He
laced
moves around a lot.
to cut sugar intake. So yeah, it is. That's tough.
It is rough. It is rough. Like the first couple months, I couldn't do it. I'm like, man, I need my salt.
Yeah, it's
I need my sugar. Um, you do get used to it after a while. So basically, what I was following was I was already following the diabetes diet.
okay.
I was still eating, they still had chili on there. They had all that stuff. Um, what you do is, though, you get like more percentage of the ground beef if you want to do red meat.
Yeah.
It's healthier for you.
Yeah.
So they say it's healthier.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
that's
Rock
what I do.
Beauty.
Rock Tick Beauty, how you doing?
No, she was so cute. She had on like yellow makeup and then she had like,
Ah,
oh, it was beautiful. I couldn't do it, Rock Chick, honey. You got to do it for me. You got, she was, oh, she looked just so cute and radiant. Oh, she was just cute. But no, you're never late. You're never late here. I tell you.
you're
But
never late for a very important date.
I know, and don't you forget about going over to Instagram either. I'm still fussing about Instagram. But before I leave, anybody got any other questions they want to ask? Because this has been a great, I expect to go for hour 30, but this has really been a great session of us just talking about him. And look how much more we learn from each other,
Cool.
you
So I
know?
also have restless leg syndrome.
Uh,
I have varicose veins.
mm-hmm. Yeah. But I
Uh,
too, people need to learn more about diabetes, that they
yep.
don't really even have to have it. I think some people just think that they're, they have to.
That's just like you don't have to be big to be diabetic. A friend of mine, her daughter had diabetes. She was born with it.
Mm-hmm.
God love her. She takes that insulin every day.
Yeah. And I'm thinking once you start on, you probably can't get off. Well, I know you can. I'm not going to say that, but I know you can. But I don't see any questions. So we gonna go, and I appreciate all of you coming. Y'all really hung in here. I've had 16, 17, 18, and it really hasn't even went down. And Jamie says she wants us to see that cake, and I'm gonna see that cake. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna eat first, Jamie. I'm gonna eat as soon as I get off of here. But I thank you. I am so grateful all of you came, and I will see y'all next Tuesday if I don't do a pop-up. I love doing pop-ups. But again, I'm just happy. I'm Betty J. Gathers, daughter Jean Gray. And let me see this one last comment. And oh, okay. Thank you. I love being loved. And that's another reason I came to YouTube. I wanted to extend my family. As I get older, you need more of this because your brain cells start dying. People, they like, Lord, you just say you was leaving. They do. So you
That's
need
it.
to make sure you exercise your brain because you'll start forgetting at my age. So it's there. You just have to keep it busy. So, okay, everybody have a pleasant evening, and I will chat with you later. Don't leave, Eerie Frog,
I'm
and
not leaving yet.
I will see y'all next week. No, Friday, really. Okay, bye-bye.
Love, peace, and chicken grease.
Oh, yeah, love, peace, and chicken.
And chicken grease.
Almost, almost